Welcome all sports fans, YouTubers, Facebookers, all social media across the nation. This is Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Clayton. Also, check me out on Uneducated Network. Both channels YouTube. Please like and subscribe to both channels. We are continuing our division for division, and this time we are focused on the AFC North, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who ruled that division and has ruled it for over the last decade and a half now. It feels like it. Big Ben, Leveon, the Killer Bees, Antonio Brown. Those guys have been dominating for a while now. So we'll start off with them. We all know about their defensive issues. They gave up 45 points to the Jacksonville Jaguars of all teams last year in the playoffs in the divisional round. So they got a lot of things to work on, but their offense will still be there. Le'Veon Bell, we all know he's coming back. He missed the whole entire training camp, but he's done that. The thing is, last year they started off slow when he did that. Will they happen again? Because they have a much tougher conference. When you face the NFC South as your NFC opponents, yeah, it's gonna be a tough year for you. I promise you that. So, in the drafts, Terrell Edmonds from Virginia Tech, the linebacker, they got him because you got to replace Ryan Shazier, who prayerfully will be back in the league in a couple of years. If not, just being healthy is a good thing for him. Also, wide receiver James Washington. They let go of Martavis Bryant. Martavis Bryant is for the Oakland Raiders now. They just gave up on him. And with Juju Smith-Schuster acting a fool now, doing his thing, and we have James Washington, who's an elite receiver from Oklahoma State. Well, we'll find out. They might have good things going on for them. So Big Ben, the Killer Bees, all together, the offense will be fine. It's the defense going to have the most problems. And if they can get the defense fixed up, they could be looking at another Super Bowl run as well. So I had the Steelers going 11-5 and actually winning the division with that record. Next, I had the Baltimore Ravens. Hey, they go in the first round, get Hayden Hurst with 25th pick. In the last pick of the first round, they get Lamar Jackson, and that was kind of like the steal. Lamar Jackson is nowhere ready for any kind of regular season action. We've seen that from the preseason so far. He is electric and he's entertaining, but he's about a year away or maybe 2 years away from being the guy, from actually learning and being comfortable. So we'll see what happens with him. They do get Michael Crabtree from the Raiders, so they have some stability at wide receiver now. Maybe Crabtree, although has struggled the last couple of years, he's been very reliable as wide receiver. And Joe Flacco, this is his make or break year. He knows it. I know it. The whole world knows it. If Joe Flacco doesn't come in and perform to his expectation, he's going to have his last year in Baltimore and may get traded away or get put on the bench. And who wants that for Joe Flacco? But I had the Baltimore Ravens making it to the wild card round at 9-7. Those guys are going to be very sneaky. When the Ravens are in the playoffs, they're always a dangerous team, regardless of who they're facing. So, Ravens 9-7, going to the wild card. The Cincinnati Browns. The Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to say the Cleveland Browns. That was embarrassing. But the Cleveland Browns, we all love them. They're all hard knocks, and they look good. I mean, you got Baker Mayfield, the #1 overall pick. You got Tyrod or Tyrod. We're going to call him Tyrod because I've been calling him that. Tyrod Taylor, who is your #1 quarterback to start the season off. We'll see how long it takes before Baker actually dethrones him. But he was there for the #1. He's taking the #1 snaps for the whole entire preseason. But this team has revamped when it comes down to their stars. Carlos Hyde at running back. You get Jarvis Landry at wide receiver. You pay Jarvis Landry 5 years, $80 million, so he's committed to Cleveland to be a Brown. You got Josh Gordon, who's coming back. He might be out for the first 2 games, but when healthy and when at his best, he is probably a top 3 receiver. He is that good. So Nick Chubb also in the second round they got. So they got some picks coming in and guys who look good. So I'm very excited for the Cleveland Browns. I think they will actually have a decent year. Look, to save Hugh Jackson's tenure as a Cleveland Browns head coach, they got to win at least 5 games, I think, in my opinion. Win 5 games, you'll be okay. But you could win 4 games or less, you're out of there. It is what it is. But I actually had these guys winning 7 games. I had the Cleveland Browns going 7-9. And who loves a good story, a good underdog? Because the Browns have been an underdog since 1999. Let's just be honest. They have just been horrendous. So hopefully they do good because we want to see the Cleveland Browns do good. Or if not, just change the logo, change the name, change everything with the Cleveland Browns. Because if they can't get it with this team, they're never going to get it, to be honest. So they got some good guys. Myles Garrett is a beast. He's a man among boys. So they should have a decent year. 5 wins, Hugh. Come on, 5 wins out of 10. 5 wins, Hugh Jackson. Get that, and you'll be fine. You'll be a head coach next year for the Cleveland Browns as well. And last but not least, or we should say least for them, the Cincinnati Bengals. Hey, these guys, I just don't know what's going on with this team because they just don't have anything great besides AJ Green. Um, you know, they get Billy Price, the center from Ohio State, in the first round, which is fine. And they also re-signed Tyler Eifert when he's healthy. He's a damn good tight end, but he's never healthy. With that being said, Andy Dalton is not the future for Cincinnati. He's just not. He doesn't have the big arm like you would hope for the NFL caliber quarterback. The O line, hopefully it gets better, but outside of the defensive line, this team doesn't really have anything going on for them. I think they have another downward year, and I'm going to be official and make this official now. I can almost guarantee if they don't get to the playoffs, this is Marvin Lewis for sure. Last year as a Cincinnati Bengals head coach because they have just wasted too much time and too much energy trying to get this right, and it never seems to go right. They've just been very mediocre for the longest. I mean, we had 2 years ago they had a stretch of like 11-5 for like 2 or 3 years straight, and did pretty good. But you don't win playoff games, and right now you didn't make the playoffs last year. You're struggling. Marvin Lewis, I guarantee you, if he does not get to the playoffs or has a very subpar record, they are going to be shipping him somewhere else. So, recap: I have the Steelers going 11-5, the Baltimore Ravens going 9-7, the Cleveland Browns going 7-9, and the Cincinnati Bengals going 5-11. That is my AFC North preview. So, if you guys have any questions or want to say something about the AFC North, hey, just come down here in the comment. Let me know how you guys feel. Who is the best team in the AFC North? Who makes a surprise? Are the Steelers still king? Are the Ravens going to leapfrog them? Let me know what's going down, and we'll have a couple more divisions by divisions in the next couple of days. That being said, this is Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Clayton. Check me out on Uneducated Network as well, where you see my channel and a lot of people's channels. So that being said, sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace.